Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we are going to have another CGC returns. I'm going to show you guys 25 cards that were just graded. Most of them come from a live 2 weeks ago as of when I'm recording this. And then I'm also going to show you guys 2 cards that I bought, plus I'm going to show you a few consignments. These are sports. I realize that SGC is a lot more prominent with sports cards, but man, look how old these things are. 1962. Got a Willie Mays. I have no idea on the value. Anytime I see a Babe Ruth on a card, I think, you know, that's got to be big money. It's like the Charizard, right? But there's a 1961 kind of Willie Mays. I think these are all 61, 62. There's some Jimmy Browns. Another Willie Mays right there. These cases are so much bigger. But I get so few SGC graded Pokemon cards in that I don't have a nice sleeve that's super form fitting. The ones that I have are a little bit oversized, but thought I'd show those to you. It's the first time that I've sold sports cards, I believe, of that age anyways. But let me jump in here and let's pull out these cards. I'm going to pull them in exact order because these are customer cards, which they should have cert numbers that I can identify them. I think every time that you submit to CGC, they restart it over at the point at the 001, but they've got like 4,205,153,001. So I mean, they're not going to run out of numbers. I wouldn't think anyways, being up in the billions, and then they could always just add another digit on there. But this is the Lugia EX that was pulled from Plasma Storm. I think the reason it got an 8 mainly was the centering, and it had a few white dots on it. I think we were hoping for a little bit better, but that's what we got there. Here's a Sleepy Charizard. This was pulled from a V-Star box, pulled the 9.5. Next up, we have a Charizard V-Star. So we went from an 8 to a 9.5 to a 10. So there we go. We got a pristine on the Charizard V-Star. Next up, we have a Rayhan, pulled the 9.5. These did not have the pedigree, but I did add this as of last night's stream. Well, I guess whenever this comes out, it may not be last night's stream, but as of 2/28, anything bought during the stream, you do have the option to add a pedigree on the backside. Now this one right here, this was pulled by Mo. If you guys remember, this is the alternate art Sylveon VMAX. He pulled the 9.5, and if you were in the stream, you also know that he pulled the Rayquaza VMAX. He pulled the 9.5 on that one as well. He did have one other card that was really nice. It comes from his Violet box. Check this out. A perfect 10 on Miriam. Man, I can only imagine that would bring a very hefty penny, especially right now. It's not the alternate art Miriam, but I believe it is I think it's the second best card in the set. I'm not completely sure on that, but I think Miriam is the card that people are chasing after. Here we've got a 9.5 from the Scarlet. Got Don Dozo. I'm still learning all these names. Got a 10 on the Hoopa V from Crown Zenith. That's a good grade there. Next up, got a 9.5 on the Deoxys VMAX. Got that UFO Orbeetle hovering over him. Pulled a 9 on the Secret Rare Nest Ball. It's hard to know sometimes the difference between the 9s and 9.5s until you really get under a microscope and look at the stuff. Man, that's a beautiful looking Entei. Love that artwork. Pulled the 10 there. I think I've got a few of my own cards at the very end, but all of these right here I believe were submitted from some of the customers directly from that live video. Got a 10 on the Arceus V-Star. That's a good hit. Oh, there we go. This is another Charizard that I found. This one pulled the 9. This is from the Ultra Premium collection. Let's see what else we have. Well, yeah, I did have a Pika as well. Pulled the 8.5. I think I might have one more Pika. Yeah, there's an 8 on this Pikachu. I thought about pulling out some of the ones from UPCs. I had a few of these non-hollow Charizards. These are in pretty rough shape. I was not expecting too high of grades, but I thought it'd be a cool thing to grade. The Charizard that we saw that Pokemon is going to be releasing later on in Battle Decks kind of looks like this. It almost looks like it's a non-holographic Charizard. The only thing different was the set number. This was the second reprint. Well, I guess technically, I mean, Legendary Collection was the second reprint for base set. You had base set 2, and then in this set you had the hollow, you had the reverse hollow, and you had the non-hollow promo that come in the Lava theme deck. This is the first time that we saw promos or promotional exclusive cards, like the variation that come in theme decks. You had the Dark Blastoise, Dark Raichu, and that non-holographic Charizard. This is some of the back stock that I had. I picked out a few of the better looking holographics. This is an 8.5 on the Snorlax from Jungle. Did I have another Snorlax? I did. There's an 8. And then I believe I had some Jolteons that I submitted to. Yeah, there we go. We pulled the 9 on that Jolteon. Nice, clean grade. A lot of people ask me why I don't do the subgrades. Typically, it's not something that I like unless all of the subgrades themselves are going to be uniform. Pulled the 7.5 on that Jolteon. And then we have one more. I'm going to finish with an 8.5. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the videos. We should have plenty more coming out very soon. I definitely appreciate everyone who comes in and supports the channel by watching these videos. If you haven't done so and you like the video, hit that like button. Thanks.